You and your friends are out on vacation or at the wrong house, and your childhood bedtime story your mom used to read to you all of a sudden hunted you down, trying to kill you. What would you do? I will provide the mistakes they made and what is the best solution to survive Goldilocks and the Three Bears, Death and Porridge. Before I start how to survive this garbage, I'd like to give a shout out to one of the few people who actually saw this garbage. It is the Z Master himself. Did you see that? He's a pretty good content creator who does SM movie reviews. He collects movie ticket stuff like they baseball cards. I think he collects so much he can build a house. He also does vlogs and looks like pretty good athlete like a super ninja. And then likes building Legos. I think he could do speed runs Lego blindfolded. He was the reason why I did this movie review. He mentioned to me that don't waste my time watching this garbage because it's really bad.
And then there's Goldilocks and the Three Bears, Death and Porridge level of movies.
I could not help to see how bad this movie is. I mean, it's 99 cents from Amazon, so how bad this movie can really be. Shout out to the Z Master. And now, back to the review. These idiots are about to die, and they have no idea what's coming for them. The groups decide to go to the middle of nowhere to spend a reunion vacation. They get to the house, and they think it's the right house. Nicole looks under the rug and sees no key. She calls someone, checking to see if someone has a key. The problem is they are at the wrong house. There is no Wi-Fi. All the doors are locked, and they do not want to go back where they came from because it's going to be night soon. So they decide to do the unthinkable, which is to break into this house, which is the biggest mistake they ever made. When they get to the house, it's a nice house, and the first thing that strikes eyes to me that everything in this house has 4 of everything. 4 chairs, 4 cups, 4 plates, and 4 bowls, and no landline phone.
Something not right about this place.
4 bowls.
So they decide to spend the night in this house. Alright, how did they drive to the wrong house for vacation? They should have done a better job of finding the right address, or do a better job of finding research, or just find a completely location. If I were them, I would just turn around and go home no matter when it's going to get dark. I am not taking that chance. You break into someone's house, which is going to cost them dearly later on down the line. And on top of that, no Wi-Fi or working phone. If I were them, I would still go back, no matter how dark it is, and I would not take that chance to spend the night in the house. If I do decide to spend the night at the house, I will lock all the doors to make sure nobody don't break in, or hope nobody don't break in and try to take us out. As the group talk about making dumb decisions, they decide to drink the night away and call it a night. Meanwhile, Kelly hears some strange noise and decides to ask Nicole, but she's knocked out asleep. So Kelly goes downstairs in the dark where to surprise her on her birthday. George using a teddy bear to pull a prank on her, but that prank is going to be his last later on down the line. So they go back to sleep in the house, and all of a sudden, Goldilocks prancing around like a lunatic, pouring porridge into the bowls, but decide to spike one of the porridges to get someone sick. In other words, these idiots broke into Goldilocks' house. The next day, everyone gets up, saying good morning, and eating porridge which they don't know who made it, and did not even hesitate to question it. George come in whining about the porridge is too cold, and the tea is too hot. You have Simon doing pull-ups for exercise, and Josh doing some ninja stuff with nunchucks outside. All of a sudden, when the team about to go to the store, Simon gets sick and has to be bedridden for a while. This does not make any sense. All of them ate the porridge and no one did not question it who put it in the bowl or who served it. If I were them, I would not take that chance of eating it because I don't know where they come from. They should have drove back home, but these idiots did not have the brain cell and decided to spend the night to stay in the house. And none of this would have happened if they would turn around and went back home. You still have no working phone or landline, so why are they still hanging around the house? It made no sense and deserved to die. Jazz decides to go get some help because Simon is sick. If I were Jazz, I would just take the car, go back, and don't come back since none of these idiots want to go home. It may sound cruel, but at least it give me the best chance to survive. While Jazz is gone with the car, George and Kelly are in the house. Monitoring Simon, they have to spend the night again. As George and Kelly doing random stuff, Goldilocks and the three bears popped up in random places playing mind games. At one point, they both hear something outside. George stupidly decides to go outside in the dark with no weapon, checking to see who's outside, and gets so scared that he runs back inside. Meanwhile, Kelly hears a phone ring, which was Goldilocks playing around with the phone. George also heard the same phone ring, and Goldilocks plays on the phone to tease him. All of a sudden, Goldilocks and the three bears shows up at the windows, scares George so bad that he wakes up Kelly to see them, and they are gone. The next day, George and Kelly see someone sitting on a chair, tied up, curious of who it is. All of a sudden, Goldilocks and the three bears shows up about to torture someone.
This one looks just right.
It's Nicole, who is tied up, and I don't know how she got there, but I don't care. Goldilocks prancing around, waving her gun like a lunatic, doing it for sport. The bears decide to torture Nicole to her demise, and George and the gang has a major problem. So that's one down and 4 to go. Alright, this is not good. Goldilocks and the bears are coming to collect. They made a point of not messing around because they broke into their house. I do not understand George or Kelly in this situation. George, when you went outside to check what's going on, why did you not have a weapon or flashlight to defend yourself? If that were me, I would have a weapon or some self-defense weapon to defend myself at all times. The same thing applies to you, Kelly. Why did you not have a weapon in your hand when you was randomly walking in the hallway and casually walking like it's a walk in the park? I would have left long ago when I was given the chance to escape. Also, I would have escaped if I was given the wrong address. If they were left to go home, Simon would not get sick, Jazz would not wander off, Nicole still will be alive, and now you have to deal with a psychopath. After all, they still have a chance to leave the house. After the psychopath left Nicole for dead, Jazz came from somewhere, wanted to challenge one of the bears for a fight. Simon somehow drive a car and hit one of the bears. How Simon got to the car, I don't know. This is a perfect opportunity for all of them to escape once and for all, except for Jazz since he's random out somewhere. But the problem is the car won't start. Simon stupidly gets out the car and he got eliminated by Goldilocks. So that's 2 down and 3 to go. George decides to run back to the back of the house for reasons I don't know, and he is captured. As a matter of fact, all of them were captured. In the woods, where Jazz, George, and Kelly all tied up at Goldilocks and the three bears doing some weird ritual to get ready for their sick game.
This one looks just right.
George decided to mock them, and as a result, he got brutally murdered. So that's 3 down, 2 to go. Jazz and Kelly both escaped, going to different directions, which is a mistake. So Jazz challenged a Papa Bear to fight and got knocked out with 1 punch, and I'm pretty sure he's executed. So that's 4 down and 1 to go. Kelly did the right thing and run to someone's help for safety. The problem is an older lady, and I'm pretty sure she can't defend herself from these psychopaths. The lady thinks Kelly is losing it and tell her to lie on the bed. The lady tells the husband but heard a noise outside. The husband checked outside and bring no weapons to defend himself. As a result, the husband and the wife catch her. In the room, there's a loud knock on the door, and Kelly hesitates to answer but stupidly opens the door. Looked around the corner only get knocked out by Goldilocks.
Oh my god.
All 3 of them are tied up, and one of the bears decided to brutally execute the husband and Goldilocks execute Kelly, which is left the old lady alive, and the Goldilocks and the bears claim their home. And there's 5 down, and all of them are dead. To all the characters in this movie, all of you deserve to get killed off because you're all screwed up.
You know you don't f***ed up, right?
Let's start with Simon. Simon, you had your chance to go back home but decided to spend the night and get sick. Then you hit one of the bears and stupidly cut off your car, which resulted in your car not cranking up. Then proceed to find out why your car is cracking but end up getting shot by Goldilocks. Jazz, you also had a chance to go home but decided to practice some kung fu stuff with these nunchucks. That kung fu stuff you was doing outside, apparently it did not work. The stupid thing is you challenge a bear who is twice your size like Bronze Legger and you end up getting knocked out to your demise. George, you also had a chance to go home, but you instead decided to do some searching without a weapon to defend yourself. You take medication so you won't see things. Then when you had a chance to escape, you got out the car, ran to the side of the house, got caught, and tried to insult Goldilocks, will result in your tongue being cut off and a grenade in your mouth, ending your demise. Nicole had a chance to escape but was barely in the movie to do much of anything, and then she got killed off. Well, she wasn't much relevant in this movie. And Kelly, you also had the same chance as everybody else to drive back home because of the wrong address, but you also decided to escape. You walked down the hallway carelessly, not knowing what's going on. No weapon or flashlight. You were too drunk to do anything and did not believe George or what he saw that night. When you had a chance to escape, you did it right there and run to the car after Simon was killed off by Goldilocks, but got caught up by Goldilocks. You escaped and ran into the old lady. You could have told the lady to call the police, but you was too tired and let your guard down. Instead of getting on a motorcycle or the car to escape, you decided to take a rest, let your guard down, and open the door after you heard numerous knocks. You got caught by Goldilocks and was axed to death. So George, Simon, Jazz, Nicole, and Kelly, you all screwed up.
You know you don't f***ed up, right?
Goldilocks and the Three Bears, dead in Porridge. Wow, this was by far the worst movie of all time. The Z Master is right about this movie. Bad acting, storyline sucks, plot made no sense, idiot making dumb decisions, and the villain was bored. This movie is garbage. The true definition of garbage. Don't waste 99 cents on seeing this movie. If you want to see more upcoming movie reviews, press the like, share, and subscribe button. I will see you in the next movie review.
One looks just right.
Jeez, this movie sucks.